All right, let us start. And I'm just going to share my first screen, and we're going to be doing today um, some packaging. And there are very smart ways to do packaging. There are some complicated ways to do packaging. But what am I talking about today is we already know. So if I put my slide there, um, if we go back, oh, first of all, yeah. Were there any issues? Yes, there were a lot. We always go through this. If you're not able to successfully deploy CCM clients to the 7, 8, Windows 7 8 machines or doing any other lab, then please contact me for any troubleshooting and have your team viewer ready. Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm sure that yeah, it must be easy now for you guys, for everyone to show the clients as yes. And I'm sure that you guys must have installed those hot fixes that are always required. Whenever you're reinstalling, make sure that you're on the latest service pack level and cumulative update level. Otherwise, there will be errors that we would be hitting our heads on, and they won't be solved because there's a bug and it's never going to be resolved unless we put that hotfix there. So after hotfixes, if there are any errors, yes, we need to troubleshoot those. It's always good to have the Windows updates always installing updates, or of course we will be using our SCCM SUP from WSUS. At least we should have our Windows 2012 R2 for SCCM and the SCCM application itself fully updated to the latest service packs or updates that are available on the Microsoft website. Otherwise, we'll keep getting bugs. Okay, what we will do today, but what we have done before is we already have deployed applications for .msi. That was the easy part, right? We installed MS Office 2013. That was separate, automation of that was very a bit difficult, or separate manual steps were there. We do not know how to deploy link or any exe file, for example, and the easiest example is the link, and all the forums you will go to, forums of all the SCCM gurus, they all have given the example of link.exe. I don't know why, because maybe it explains the process of, hey, if you get an exe file to be deployed, that's how you're going to go to, and these are the areas you need to really check for those. Okay, so that will be a straightforward installation we're going to be doing. But then what about those exe files which are requiring lots of switches, which needs customized changes, and then you want it to be deployed to the operating system, or just like we will be deploying to the link, maybe the other exe files do not get deployed at all by this way, and you try your best and it doesn't happen. Then somehow we have to convert those, or not convert, we have to repackage those exe files to an MSI package, file. So we'll be converting. There are two packages, two installers. Actually, there are lots of installers or packagers which convert exe, com, or any other executable files to MSI. We're going to be trying two of them today. They're not easy, but once we go through the class, they'll be very easy. Or at least the first one is easy. The second one, it's just that there are manual steps, but once you get hold of those, you're in control of many applications. Still, every application has its own environment. Every application is unique. So thank you for not reminding me that I did not start that.
It's a good opportunity to start from the beginning.
Huh? What were you doing all this time? Okay. So yeah, that will be a good opportunity. You're right. And there you go. So even in for the previous video where I was doing the OSD, so I did Yeah, you were saying?
Action.
Oh, yeah, that. My application catalog is now working. Hey, Rolando. Okay, hi guys. Oh, this is my video also started, so action. And what I was saying was that we have already deployed MSI. We have already deployed MS Office 2013 with .msi extension, but we did not deploy it directly an exe file. And if there is an application that is having that do not have .msi released by the developer of that application, and then that exe file itself does not get installed straightforward. Maybe you need some switches to customize your environment. So in order to do all that and zero touch installation, uh, any of the .exe applications that have been released around the internet, billions of them, whatever .exe application you want to deploy across your network, you may want to convert it to an MSI extension, .msi. So SCCM can deploy it with zero touch to a client machine. So we're gonna have to deploy those applications. I have chosen 3 applications. They're small applications. I'm gonna upload them quickly as well, and we're gonna be converting some of the exe files with the repackager software. That's a separate software actually. And while I'm going through the slides, I'm gonna start giving you the links now to deploy that. They're very small software, so you're gonna be done in a few minutes. But that's the start. And then we got that chat comment that Rolando is saying that, hey, which Rolando is that? Is the Gregory Rolando or the Rolando? So I don't know which one is that. Okay, my application catalog is now working. Thanks for the link. Have 4 clients now with yes in SCCM. Hey, Orlando, you rule. That's the way to go, buddy. Okay, so um, so you got your application catalog working. That link, which we were supposed to do the troubleshooting for. We're gonna try that again. Hopefully after the applications are done, to make all our application catalogs working. So whatever applications we are deploying today, we will try to see those in our application catalog as well. Okay, so guys, the applications that we need are, let me just get to those. And they were small applications, but and yeah, one more thing is that we can try any exe application. What I've created is all the screenshots for those applications. There's a smart packager here, and we have TeamViewer, tree size, free setup. That's very important for every computer. It separately tells you the folder size of each folder or file separately. And then there's a VLC player, the famous one. So the whole thing is a smart packager called the smart packager. I'm gonna just create everyone has, I hope, .rar file. RAR, that RAR file. Okay, or I'll just upload that too. So from where we can download these files? That's a very, very good question. And WinRAR. Everyone has WinRAR, guys?
Don't forget it's recording, huh? Try to be legal.
Try to be lingo. Yeah, you're right. Whatever that means. Yeah, you're right. So Control C, and I'm just gonna be uploading it on the. Actually bilingual or trilingual. Trilingual. Okay, so it is already. Let me just send you the link to that Dropbox. And the slide as well. Till the last moment I was creating all these SCCM web software. Okay, you already have the link for software, but anyway, I'm just gonna send you this one as well. Choose files. In case you don't have the WinRAR, I'm attaching that too. So 53 megabyte and 1 megabyte file are uploading, as well as the third is this. So guys, I'm going to, well, yeah, I'm sending all the files. You don't have to download anything then. Okay, and the final thing is this. Uh-huh. There's also, well, there are many other interesting market things. We're going to be trying to spend more time on packaging, and then we're going to be spending more time on the queries as well, how to search for applications and how to search for installed operating systems according to your hardware. So we didn't work on that, and that's mucho importante. But packaging is one of the main things. There are many tricks in packaging. We're going to be trying 2 or 3 of them today, but I want to try some more market softwares that are really, that the top SCCM guys are using. Um, so we could have that as well. Okay, yeah, it uploads sucks, man. Okay, so the smart packager is uploaded, and there you go with the WinRAR. So I'm just sending you the link for that software folder, and invite, no, not invite, send link. Let me know if you're able to access this link in SCCM. Uh, so download the smart packager .rar file and WinRAR file. That's the 2 things, and the link is sent. So please let me know. Oh wait. Okay, let me just give you that, since this is huge public demando. So I'm just going to put it like all in a PPT. Okay, so please confirm also if you got PPT for today. So that would be PPTs till the last time I keep working, so I'm putting both of those. And oh yeah, we need to know about the PowerShell as well, how to add those. Then I'm adding the web catalog point and MS Office to 2013 PPT as well. I think I've given that already, but I'm just putting them again in the PPT. So all the recent PPTs will be there now. I'll just send it as soon as they are uploaded to the email. And
What is smart packager?
so smart, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. So please download, guys, download all those software, extract from RAR, and copy them in the C drive of your Windows 7 client machine and Windows 8 client machine, both. So again, whatever software I've just sent, download them, and okay, here goes all the PPTs. Let me know if you've got those PPTs as well. Okay, so again, the software I've just sent, download, extract them from WinRAR, and copy them in both the C drives of Windows 7 client machine and Windows 8 client machine. And then we're going to discuss about the repackager and everything about it. What's the purpose of that? I'm just distributing all the software. Okay, let's go ahead and let me know if you were not able to get any, or if the link is not working or the PPT are not downloadable. So, okay, I'll go back to this, assuming that the links are working, and I'm looking at the chat as well. If you want to tell me, hey, this is not working or that is not working. Anyway, so download that software, extract them from WinRAR, and put them in C drive of Windows 7 client machine and Windows 8 client machine. All right, we already have okay, sorry. We already have deployed applications for MSI. Yeah, so we're going to talk about first deploying link.exe directly from SCCM. So that will be our first quick lab. Then we will repackage. Oh, what do you mean by repackage? Is that how to convert a .exe application which does not have a MSI extension, how to convert that .exe or how to package that .exe into an MSI. So if I want to say that with my very advanced uh, tool of all times, it's a latest technology called MS Paint. Okay, anyway. So if there's a machine here and you have an app here, and so what I've sent you is Chrome dot, suppose, no, I didn't send you that, but if there was Google Chrome dot exe, suppose if they did not have the MSI file, so all we need to do is to make it SCCM friendly by installing, by converting or packaging, repackaging. So if I just create this rectangle across, above this Chrome, this means I am trying to package this exe file into a .msi package, which means that inside this .msi is the full installation with switches configured of Google Chrome. But SCCM will see, oh, Google Chrome MSI. Okay, I see this MSI, and yeah, it's easy for me to install this or deploy this to all the client machines, Windows machines. But if it sees that, oh, it's a Google Chrome.exe, okay, you need to tell me many questions. You need to answer many of my questions, like what are the switches, /q is there or not, do you want complete zero touch installation, do you want the keys to be automatically deployed, do you want this, do you want that. So if it comes to exe, SCCM is not that exe friendly application, so but SCCM is a very MSI friendly application. So there are many packages, packaging software that convert any other application to an MSI package. So before we had MSI extensions to MS Office, we had MSI extensions to Google Chrome, MSI extension to AcroRead. That was a software we deployed early in earlier classes. But now we're going to deal with those situations which are actually more common, that there is a third-party software, an accounting software that a vendor created, and when you as an administrator say, hey, Mr. Vendor, this is an accounting software with exe, and the client's software is exe, and I want to deploy this to my 10,000 client machines. How do I do that? Can you come up with a MSI version of your accounts software that I can deploy to 10,000 client Windows machines? So the vendor said, no, sorry, it's already costed us huge to get this package and to convert it to MSI. We will charge you this much, and your boss says, no way. You deploy this exe. I don't know how. You're gonna deploy this 10,000 machines. I don't care how, and they better work. So there are many applications that convert or package exe files to MSI. Yeah.
So you are saying that we cannot deploy the exe application through?
We can, but it's always much difficult, and there are lots of switches that we need to separately declare and test, and it's much easier to deploy an MSI version of that same application.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, we're gonna do it today. So but no, you can deploy exe, you can deploy .com. Sometimes if you're a programming background, You can deploy it very easily. Some of the applications, but not all of the applications. And we're talking about those applications which will create problems if you just deploy the exe version of that. And that's why there are huge amount of MSI packagers for those exe files, which may create problems. Not all exe files are possible, or not all exe files will easily deploy to 10,000 machines. Although they will deploy, you will have to do aggressive testing, and they will come up with many errors. So then ultimately you will have to think, okay, let me just repackage it into MSI. And then you see, oh, there are very less errors or no errors at all. So when I say no, it's not possible to deploy exe, no, that's not the thing. Every exe, majority of the exe files, exe filed applications are easily deployable. But the thing is how much stress and headache you want to take for an application. If you can deploy that after converting to MSI package and it's easy, then why don't we go to the easier way instead of sticking to the, no, I'm going to just deploy with the exe one. So that's the logic. Otherwise, every executable possibly is deployable by SCCM. Okay. So yeah, what we're talking about is any exe file converting to. So first we're going to deploy the exe file, which is a product of Microsoft, and which is easy enough to deploy directly by SCCM. So we're going to do the first thing. Then we're going to go for packaging for, and even those other applications which we are trying to package, they may not need packaging, but we're just trying to know how to package an exe file, and not that how to package those particular applications, but how to use that packaging software. And there's job openings for many of the, and yeah, as I told you before again and again, that they were asking for packagers, and I was like, huh, why would you just concentrate on packaging? And then they gave me the scenarios, and I was like, oh, okay. Cool. So okay, yes, whenever you have a third-party application and you need to deploy to 10,000 machines through SCCM, you need to know some good packaging software. Okay, so let's go ahead, and the first thing we get to practice deploying let's deploy the link.exe app, and we can use the hard work of those Microsoft valuable professionals, the most valuable professionals, MVPs. There's a Prajwal and there's a Gary Hampson. These are the very famous sites on the net. These are just few steps. If we can do the easy thing, then we can go for the more trickier things. So I've just sent you the application PPT already. Actually, number of 5 PPTs, PowerPoint slides. Just open the one that says how to package an exe, how to convert exe to MSI. Open that one, and then I'm on Let's Deploy Link.exe app. And this link I'm opening now. Let's go ahead and try to put it together, all the lab. So first thing is how to deploy an only exe file, and it's gonna be easy, should be easy. I'm opening this page, while also I need to go to my SCCM environment and check the basics.
Is it easy or not? Once you are saying it's easy, then it's not easy. Then it's many switches. Come on, man.
There are some applications that are easy. There are others that are not easy. So this is one of those some applications which are easy. I don't want to explain further, because this is it. Some are easy, some are not, and let's try with the easy one. But there are difficult and there are easy. So take it easy. Okay. So okay. Yes, I just wanted to see my clients are communicating and they're active. Yes. Okay. Let's. So I have tested this on this Windows 7 client a lot. I always try to do this snapshot and going back from the snapshot in front of you, So everyone should know that this is, make your life easy, please. Just take snapshot at the right place and just make your life easy. That's it. I have 3 snapshots of Windows 7 even. I have snapshots, okay, 4
I thought,
snapshots of SCCM.
yeah, I thought I was taking from the right place. Believe me, I was 100% confident about that. By the way, yeah, I was crying when I saw that. It's not
Oh,
worth it.
man. No, no, this time
Even
take your
even the
time.
description is wrong. You know, I described everything, but it's wrong.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we need to. So yeah, I did the mistake 2 times as well for the 2 installations, and then the third time I took easy. I exhaled, inhaled, and went easy with that, and then I took at the right places. That yes, I thought twice, and then I took it anyway. So okay,
Installing, it's a practice as well, so it's good.
yeah, that's the main thing. That's the spirit. Reinstall. We learn from reinstallation. Always there's something new. Okay, so snapshot 3 says in my case that I ran slmgr/rearm joined to the domain SCCM client showing yes in SCCM console. Yeah, that's all I need. So I'm just going to go back to this one and press yes because I'm doing everything today on Windows 7, but we're going to be doing it on Windows 8 base as well. Whatever we are doing on 7 should be working on 8, but when it comes to repackaging, then I'll tell you what's the difference. So okay, let's. So I'm on Windows 7, and what I'm trying to see is, yeah, configuration manager is there. Since I snapped back to my this, so I'm going to the actions of, and I'm trying to knock at the SCCM server from my client because I just went back to the snapshot, and so that at that time was it communicating or not, so I'm just making it communicate again manually just for this client. This is just one of the quick ways to do that. Okay, so on the server side, I'm just going to make sure that in case when I went back for my snapshot, if the server did, got clueless, hey, who's this guy? I know the snapshot before the snapshot system, but this guy is stranger to me, so I'm just gonna say, hey, run your full discovery and make sure that heartbeat, it's already working and refreshing those. So just making extra steps to make sure that that everything is in communication with each other. So I'm just gonna start with this link. How to deploy Link 2010 client using SCCM 2012 R2. I hope everyone is on that page. Or there's a link here as well. There's a link for there's a download link for Link, and it's Link 2010 trial 64-bit. Although I have downloaded that, but I'll just click that, and it's also a 20 or 30 megabyte file. So I'm on the link, download link for Link, download link. Okay, just forget it. Okay, so download software, and okay, and there's go Zoom or Zoom or Zoom. Okay, there you go. So yeah, done. Open folder and link setup evolve. I'll just
You
copy.
can put that in Dropbox as well.
Okay, guys are so. Okay, yeah.
Actually, you will also become MVP very soon.
Benefit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, now I'm
For,
gonna do
for
it
at
right
least
away.
for us. At least for us.
Okay.
Because you are doing that smart work for us. What they did for you.
All right. So I'm just gonna put it on Dropbox, and I'm uploading software, going there, add more files, and going to the smart packager again, and uploading the link setup of all. That's a separate upload. So just go to that same link I just that invite link to download the link. It's too many links in one sentence. So it's just uploading now. It's not there yet. Oh, it's a 55 megabyte, and my upload sucks. Anyway, so this is the link setup evolve. I'm just gonna copy that, and whenever we want to deploy any application, either MSI or Exe, we always put it on a shared folder, right? That's the mucho first step, that you need to put it on your shared folder on SCCM server. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to my SCCM server and look at the folder called deployment, which I created. Actually, I was putting everything on sources, right? Nope. Okay, deployment. I'll just place it here. So on SCCM server, you can just put it in C drive, software, whatever is shared already, right? Put it. My deployment folder is shared. So link setup evolve.exe file is there now. So I'm just going back to this page. It says that when you deploy Link 2010, you can use Link 2010 setup program command line arguments. Yeah. So /silent is suppresses the installation user interface. We know that. /install installs the client, uninstalls the repair, reinstalls the /repair reinstalls the client to repair any installation. /install dir specifies the installation directory where it is. So we may not need to use all the switches, but we should at least know what switches this particular exe file supports. In our case, we'd be using /silent. So once everything is, that software is in the right folder, I'm going for the applications and then going to the create application, and then the way we deployed our MSI applications before, we're going to be deploying this as well. So let me just go to the software library. The application is there in the correct folder. I'm just going to go for software library. So I'm going to the SCCM server, and I'm going for the software library and going to right click and create application. So where to go? Software library, and then expand the application management, and then right click the applications. Let me know if I'm going fast so I could go faster. Oh, okay. So it's there already, the link setup evolve.
Are you following that resource what you show us before, like the website?
I'm exactly following that, just to make it easy for everyone.
So now we're gonna install Exe.
Go ahead, Grish.
Now we're gonna install Exe application, or are we gonna convert them to MSI?
Okay, that's a good question. First thing, we're just simply installing the link.exe application directly. We're not doing any conversion for now.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody here is confused because he's first of all explain us how Exe is awful, don't use them. Convert to MSI, how powerful is that? And after that he's saying go for Exe this time, try it, is very easy. And after that he's saying come on, by the end of this class it would be great.
Yeah, so you're confused or you're confusing others and you're not confused yourself. I'm beginning to doubt you now. God, man. So, let me clarify in one small sentence. Some exe files are
You are getting
difficult.
red, man. Take it easy.
Oh, okay. No, maybe, if you're saying everyone is confused. So this means that are you confused or everyone is confused? So I can remove all the confusions again and again by repeating again and again.
Maybe I know now what you're gonna install, but I mean others like we are one team.
Guys, if anyone is confused, please stop me and ask me. If you're not confused, if you're quiet, this means you're not confused. If you talk, this means yes, ask questions and I will repeat that.
Not sleeping. If you're quiet and not sleeping, it means not confused. You're right.
Yeah, if you're sleeping, yes, that's what something, I have no control on. But other than that, please let me know if there's any problem. So for those who joined a bit later, we're just installing an exe file through SCCM. We're deploying an exe file through SCCM. So I've sent the link. If everyone has opened that link for the Projwall site, then I'm on the create application. So on that site, they did not mention to put the software, link software in that shared folder. It's something understood. So that's why I mentioned it. That's why, some of the steps are not mentioned there. So I'll just clarify those. First step is this. So we're doing just the deploying of link.exe. This is the link, and then later we're going to be doing the repackaging. So let's just go ahead and finish that and then come back for the trickier stuff. So I'm just going to the applications. I hope everyone is there, whoever is following. And applications, create application, and so the MSI file. It says that is it an MSI file or not? So we're gonna see the link there, and when we create application, what does it say? It says manually specify the application function. Why? Because of course it's not an MSI file. Otherwise, it would have been a very straightforward wizard that we try to do every time before when we are deploying applications. So manually specify the application information, and then we go for manual steps of deploying an exe application. Okay, so let us go and click that. Manually specify the application information. Next is now we put the names there. So if it was MSI, some of these areas would have been auto-filled because SCCM tries to retrieve information from the MSI files. The SCCM application does that easily to get any of the information from the MSI. But from exe, we have to say mention that ourselves. Link dot. So it's the MS link 2010. I could just put anything and deploying to all Toronto. Well, that's just for machines. The huge majority of 2 machines we have. So publisher, Microsoft, and blah blah blah. It published. So allow this application to be installed from the install application task sequence. Yep.
Can you go previous window?
This one. Manually specify the application. Alright. So okay, and then Nacos, and then we in exe file it's not gonna retrieve any information, so we have to manually put all the information, and we can just I'm just going back to the link just so that you could also refer to it wherever there's a gap. I'm just gonna let you know what to fill there. So here no other options are selected other than what we have put there. The next window says you can specify more information about the application. The information specified here will be seen by user in the application catalog. So this will be the information seen by the user in application catalog. We need to fix that too, the application catalog. So if I go next, there's further information. There's a category here. I could just edit that. It's an optional thing. I can click edit and click create. And I could say that it's a communication software for meetings. Okay, I could just put, and that's how it's going to appear there in application catalog. At least this information will be there. And some documentation for user, maybe step-by-step documentation the IT department has created already. We can browse and add that document there. And link text, whatever, there's if it's uploaded somewhere, just give it a link. Privacy URL for you have a page that says that it's all rights reserved and user privacy is our most biggest concern and blah blah blah, we are blah 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 responsible for that, so whatever. Keywords to search for this application. Okay, link 2010. If anyone tries to search in the application catalog this information, this application, and if maybe there are hundreds of applications there, so they will search by this words, these keywords. Display this as a featured app and highlight it in the company portal. Well, if it's a featured app or you want the users to at once see that in the company portal, you could just click that and it should be showing as the main app that, hey, please download this one. Okay, anyway, this was just the information for user. So next, now comes the page where we will be clicking, yes, we will configure the deployment type for link 2010. So what type of deployment is this? Then the same wizard which we just went through starts again, but this time we're gonna put all the technical stuff there. So it only starts with when we have to tell that what type of deployment is it. Is it going to be available deployment or is going to be required deployment? Available is that it's optional, the user wants to install that, or whenever the user wants to install that, there's no forcing that application to be deployed over the machines, and the required means that it's going to be forcefully deployed, right? So next screen, we're going to just click add, and then we're going to go again for manually specify the deployment type information. Specify some information about this deployment type and click next. Yeah, again, but this time this is the area where manually we are putting some lines here to tell what is going on and what is not. And there is that MSI package as well, but that is if after. So I'll come to this line, but if this line is coming here, which I'm highlighting now, it says that uninstall program as an MSI exec is the file with the help of which we can have remote control of the command prompt of the other machine, right? So if we click uninstall from the server side, this command will run, and it says here after installation. So when link is installed, it is an exe file. When it is installed successfully on the client computer, there is that MSI file as well, which will have inside the information of how to uninstall that program, right? But maybe MSI over the internet, if we do a good search, maybe we could find the deployment MSI as well. But this the only MSI available for link software is for the uninstallation of that program. So there's a difference there. Anyway, we are supposed to put these lines there, so SCCM would know where to install and how to install. It will be a silent installation, or the user will have to select the options. And when we are uninstalling, what commands SCCM is supposed to know and run on all those machines where it will be installed. So these are very straightforward commands to do installation and uninstallation. Okay, so we are here now, so I'll just click add. So I'm just going to go back to my SCCM server. There we are. So click add, and again manually specify the deployment type, and here we're going to be putting those commands. So manually specify the deployment type. Next, again it's link 2010 client. We can just put anything here, and select. That's for the language, so we do not select. Don't just by mistake. Okay, next. So content location, where is that file located? In my case, I put it in a shared folder which is called deployment. So I'm just going to click browse, and I will go over the network. My SCCM server name is SCCM-server 2. In your case, I think it's server 2. So SCCM server 2. The second thing is deployment. And then it is, I have placed it, I have placed it in the deployment folder. So I'm just going to put it till here. The file is there. So inside this, the file will be, you can just give the path of the folder inside which you have placed your link.exe file. So in my case, it's there, but if I want to double check, yeah, deployment. Oh, okay. If I want to check it over the network, backslash SCCM server 2 backslash deployment. If I just enter here, yep, there it is. Okay, cool. So the link is okay. The UNC path is okay. Then installation program and installation start in and uninstall program. So there we need to be very careful that we don't miss any switch, we don't miss any syntax of that.
Amir, you are following. Does those do those steps have any gaps? Like previously, you remember we were following, but you were editing something.
So there was only one gap here, and before that, until now, there is no other gap. The only gap was that that guy did not mention that once you download this link, you're supposed to put it in the shared folder. Other than that, there's nothing different till now.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So right, here we are. Okay, so according to exactly this screen, my shared folder is exactly where it's supposed to be, or the UNC path is exactly what is required. Then I just need to put the installation program. So once it goes inside looking for this link, it's going to look for this file, SCCM, and then it's going to execute this /silent switch with the execution of the link setup file as well. So I have already given the where it is. Now I'm gonna give tell SCCM what to execute and which switch to use with that exe file. So link setup.exe slash, but this is exactly not the name. If I go, so this is the second difference from this page, which we can know. If I go for, I just want to confirm that is that a difference or not. So deployment, the exe file name, this is the latest one. So although they have given the link at that time when the package was uploaded, the exe file link file name would have been link exe, or the way they say here, yeah, link setup. At that time it would have been link setup. Now it is what? It is link setup evolve. Or link setup is when you purchase the application, evolve is evaluation version, right? So in our case, it's not link setup, it's link setup evolve. Although we could change that to link setup, but let's keep that file name and let's be sharp. So link setup evolve. So what am I going to write here? And this could be the differences in our production environments as well. I'm just, if I click browse first here, .msi is not there because it's an exe file. So I'm just going to put it here. In my case, it is link setup evolve. In the picture on the web page, it says just link setup. So do not write that. Write this one, link setup evolve.exe / silent, which is exactly the same. Okay, installation start in. So if we go back to the page,
Amir,
yeah,
I think you made a mistake. Link like ly then.
LYNC. Okay, in my case, what did I put there? Oh, yeah, I was just testing you guys. Maybe you're active or not. Okay, thank you. So linz, L-Y-N-C, link. Thank you for this correction. Okay. Link setup.
Welcome.
Whoa, man, you scared me. Okay. So, link, L-Y-N setup evolve. Okay. Anyway, thank you. And let us go. Oh, yeah, I was there already. So link setup evolve, that's text and silent, and then uninstall. Then we just need to be careful about the switch, and that then we're gonna just go for that. So in the case of the website, it's the full uninstall program would be msi-exec.exe/uninstall. Normally it is deployed to x86 in the program files. You know that there's a just program files, and then there's a program files x86, right? So it is installed there, but the whole path is mentioned here. We After the installation, in our case, or if I was told in my production environment, hey, deploy this link, and if I reach this page, I would have first deployed this link separately on another machine, and I would have seen where it has been installed, and is it still using OCS setup, or is it still using link.msi, or is it using link-evolve.msi, right? I would have done that in the production environment. In fact, you know what? It's not going to take much time. Uh, so if I simply want to know what is the path, I'm just doing what I would have done in a production environment. So why not we stay professional and do it here and just give it the exact proper link. The SCCM, because it's a very small application, server 02. Oh, seriously? Okay, deployment, link setup. If I double click and install that, oh, there you go. No, but I need to know the MSI path of that. So although it's already Microsoft link, and in the page it says what? Yeah, it says OCS setup. See, it's different. The new latest version. Even that will change when we are really deploying something else and we are following some documentation. Maybe the documentation is created by the previous SCCM administrator, and at that time it would have been, the application would be this, and you cannot say that he was wrong. You just have to be sharp, that okay, I would go with that, but why don't I check what I'm installing now and be sure myself, although the documentation is perfect. And then I would create just my own documentation. So in my case, it's if I wanted to uninstall, I would not be able to do that just by following that document, right? And it could apply anywhere for any documentation of which the company previous administrator has created. So if I go down now to the C drive of this computer where I just installed that, and go to the x86 program files and go to Microsoft link, do I see an MSI dot MSI? There is no .msi, so there's no Windows installer available here, but do I see a file called link there?
But why you are looking for MSI? It was MSI exec, not .msi. MSI
Oh
exec
yeah,
.exe.
hey, good point, man. Okay, no, still star.msi. I should put anything.msi. Is it? No, it is MSI.msi. Link.msi, right? So the previous application, it would want to, okay, you know what? The uninstall switch is here, /uninstall. It's just saying, hey, execute this file, but with this switch, right? So whatever MSI file is there that opens the link application, this switch will run against that and it will uninstall that, right? So we need to, this is just the easiest application on which we are thinking different aspects of this application. Okay, if this is that, then how do I do this? And if this is this, then how do I do that? Maybe there are bigger applications with many other perspectives that we need to, as an SCCM administrator, we need to think about, right? So that's why, instead of going blah, 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 I'm just trying to figure out exact thing that I would do in a production environment, right? So if I go there, SCCM, it's this folder, and there is a application that, so if, let me just close this link. Oh, it's not closed like that. So if I double click this communicator, maybe this is a execute. Okay, this executes this link 2010 version. So when that web page was created, this one, at that time, link.msi would execute this application. Now, what I'm guessing is that, if I go to type, file type, how many applications are there? There's a UC mappy. These are the 4 applications which are executable, but only one that executes the application itself. So my guess is, our guess according to our experience is that communicator is that file which is going to execute the application. When I double click, of course, it executes that. If I go for any other, it's just not going to execute that exact application, right? Only communicator will. So in this version, as contrary to the web page, this is the file I would be putting to uninstall this application. With I would want to run this file with the switch called /uninstall. So this is the change I'm going to make here. So instead of link.msi, I'm going to go for communication or communicator. So there it is. Yeah, communicator.
But do we have MSI file for communicator?
There is no MSI. If there was, I would have just gone for that directly. That MSI.
So maybe this is something else.
Every new application, yeah, I would do all the homework and details for that. For now, I'm just saying that, hey, let's be, we have to be very careful when we're deploying this application to 10,000 machines. Does it really uninstall? So this is just one example, or just the easiest one, where we need to see all the aspects. But let's go ahead with the installation, because we need to know how to install exe file and uninstall. If I just do some more troubleshooting, I can just go for any of the other folder, but it does not show me MSI at all, because if I type in MSI, it goes inside, way inside that, right? Oh, there's a, let's just set up a, okay, there's this one, but this, hey, is it saying about this one? Let me check. Oh yeah, it's saying it's a totally different path. So I was looking at the wrong folder. Okay, good. So not good. So it does exist. First thing, second thing, it is an MSI. .msi. Okay, so at least little. So there are 2 folders it creates. Normally an application creates 1 folder, right? So this creates 2 folders. Even if we have written blindly this, it would have worked, right? But now we know, hey, it creates 2 folders here. 1, 2, here, maybe 3. We don't know, right? So, okay, I would be happy if I know now, instead of just going blindly with the documentation, right? Okay, so I'll just copy that in front of you. This is there, just we have the luxury of copying right now. Okay, there it is. Does it say exactly the same thing? Link.msi?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Link.msi. Okay. Commas are correct, everything is okay, cool. We're good. Now we are like double, triple sure this is it. This is not the old application, new application. But it did differ here, right? So, hey, did it differ here as well? Link setup, and there's link evolve. But this is where it's going to deploy that, so this is exactly different from our side. Okay, so everything else is intact. Now the detection method. What is the detection method? Allow the administrator to check if application is already installed. So link 2007, maybe and it was called maybe OCS 2007 because Office Communicator. It was known as before Office Communicator. So if that is installed, we do not want link to be installed as well as the Office Communicator, the older version to be installed. So it needs to know, hey, if I do find an older version, what do I do with that? So it can also prevent an installation of an application if it conflicts with another application that is already installed. So older version and newer version, both cannot be installed, should not be installed, or if you do deploy that, maybe they are not designed to first overwrite cleanly and then get installed with a new version. So in this step, you configure the rules to detect whether the application already exists on the client machine. Click configure rules to detect presence of this document type and add clause. So we need to put some information so it could detect if there is, and that's what exactly the first folder I was going to. The name is communicator. So the whole, except for the exe file name, because of maybe we did not purchase that, our file is link evolve and link setup is there in the document. Everything else is in place. Everything else is exactly the same. So we need to put this path, that if you detect in this path a communicator.exe file, then uninstall it first and then reinstall it, or whatever you want to do. First you need to detect it. Is it already installed? Then don't install that or don't overwrite that, right? You can set it up any way we want. So this would be the detection method. So installation, uninstallation information, and then the detection method. Let me just go and check check where we need to go. So next, here everything is done. Next, and there's the add clause. Configure rules to detect the presence of this document type. Add clause, and there's that setting type. Maybe you want to detect in the registry. Maybe you want to detect as a Windows installer or not. Any presence of a MSI file for this software. We're going to go for the file system and the file type and the path. So, and file or folder name. So the whole path and all the folder name exactly the same because we just looked at it, right? The communicator folder I was looking at, file, it's exactly the same path. So if we have done our homework as, where does it install? And so we do install it again and again, uninstall and install and reinstall on client machine, and then check again and again what path is there and what type of files are in that path. And then we will make sure that in 10,000 machines, we do not screw up. So whatever we do in one machine or 10 machines in test environment, we're going to be doing in 10,000 machines. So it is a very, very big deal. Okay, the path is there. Communicator.exe is there. Instead of looking at that document in a production environment, I would be looking at Windows 7. If I am deploying it on Windows 7s, maybe there are 10,000 Windows 7s only, right? If there are mixed environments like Windows 8.1, Windows 10, maybe the path is slightly different, maybe. So yeah, then I would have to install and uninstall on Windows 8. Then I have to install and install on Windows 10 as well, which I should. So, okay, this is the community.exe on this path, which is confirmed and in the document as well. So, we can just put this information communicator.exe after putting that path. I'm just going to put communicator.exe. Spellings are el correcto. Communicator. This this file or folder is associated with a 32-bit application on 64-bit systems. So this is the path for x86, which is 32-bit application path. So yes, this is already configured there. The file system setting must exist on the target system to indicate presence of this application. Yes, on all 10,000, suppose there are 10,000 machines, on all those machines, Windows 7, the path must be same, right? So then it will detect only, of course. Okay, what does it say next? Every two there? Yes. Okay, thank you for reply. Okay, select the installation behavior as install. So next picture is installation behavior as install for system, log on requirement as whether or not a user is logged on, and installation program visibility to normal. So yeah, it will be installed for a machine, and whether a user is logged on or not. Okay, very simple options, right? So I'm just gonna, on the actual machine, I'm gonna go next.
Can you go back?
I
Okay,
think,
click OK.
yeah,
Then
previous.
again click on. You can see that
Previous.
it's saying it exists.
Yeah.
So what does it mean? Like we don't have a communicator on any machine right now. Why
So
it's saying exist?
is it on? Well, is it saying for you? Because I have it,
I'm getting the same thing.
and every two link is not
Again, we
installed
don't
here.
have it on SCCM server. If it's somewhere else, but it's not on SCCM server.
It should be saying if it exists. It should be denoting to that. Okay, the file system setting must exist on the target system to indicate presence of this application. Yeah, if that's the case, I have to look it up. We have to look it up. Why it says exists there
Okay.
while it does not exist anywhere. In my case, it does, but that should not. It doesn't know that it exists right now. In fact, I should quickly remove it. Link 2010.
But you don't have it on SCCM server. It's
No,
on client
it just
machine.
says that. Yeah. And why it says that? Yeah, we need to look it up. That's a good question. That it could be misleading. Oh, wow, I never deployed it. Why is saying exists? But this is to detect if it exists. So it could be the if thing.
So it
Okay.
must be what must be there?
This path edit clause, this path must be there. No, not must be there. If it is there, then what should it be doing? Then it shall it uninstall
Actually,
that?
you know what?
Yeah,
Now I understand what is the meaning of that
yeah, yeah,
exist.
yeah,
It's saying like the clause is that if communicator.exe is exists,
yeah, yeah. If
it will
if it
check
should be
it. If
that.
it
Yeah,
exists, then it will uninstall and then
yeah,
reinstall the new one.
yeah. That's the only logical reason, that if it exists. Yeah, it should be the if thing.
Because it's a clause. It's like clause mean if. It's a if clause.
It's just like in programming language. If that happens, then do this. If else, then do this. You know, if or else. So this is just a if.
So the next course, let's take some programming.
Yeah, let's take PowerShell.
I would say that it should be a PowerShell. Yeah, you're right.
Huh? Come on, man. He was just kidding.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm preparing some slides and some material for you so you can instruct PowerShell as well. I will
All
provide you
right.
that documents, videos, and some presentations as well.
Man, there's huge amount of stuff for PowerShell. It's just that you sit down and concentrate. That's all. Okay. So let's go
Okay,
ahead. Yeah.
so let's do the PowerShell. Close all that and let's start PowerShell.
Let's do the easier thing first. PowerShell is no joke. It's going to be much difficult, and we would be saying, hey, let's get back to SCCM, man. But anyway, everything is difficult, and that's why they pay for that. Let's press OK, and it's okay. Let's click next now, as we just need to confirm this tab. Normal and requirements, no requirements there. And then, okay, let's go ahead, and I think that's it.
Next.
That's it. Finito. Does it work? That's the main thing. Distribute content, the same thing to, so the Mr.
Amir,
Distribution Point should know. Yep. Yep.
you're just using web page. Okay, what is your in your SCCM machine
So
right now?
so right now I'm just looking forward, and let's go ahead. And guys, do not follow the whole thing in the page, just follow me, because there is a slight more changes I'm gonna do, which will give us quicker results. If we just follow this, that's gonna be a little, so okay, so I'm gonna go next. Okay, the install for user, installation behavior, normal, install for system if resources device, otherwise install for user. So this is not, I think this is not mentioned there. So install for system is already there, but the next screen is not. So the page is for 2012. We are using 2012 R2, but this page is very helping in the sense that the screenshots are there. Okay, so guys, the next page says user experience. Install for system if resource is device, otherwise install for user, or we can just go for install for system because we're putting this is better. We're just specifying that, hey, install for the two machines we have. That's it. So install for system, logon requirement, only user, yeah, normal. Okay. Let's go ahead. Maximum runtime and estimated installation time of the deployment program. So maximum allowed runtime minutes, within 120 minutes you should do that. Let's keep the defaults, but install for system is the main thing I changed here.
So we're leaving only when a user is logged on, because in this
No,
slide.
it should be different as well. Whether or not sorry, yeah, you're right. Whether or not a user is logged on. Okay. So next. We're gonna be logged on there, but yeah, definitely in production we should be going for all the small details. Next, specify installation requirements for this document type, such as hardware features or the operating system version. We're not concerned with that now, but it would be interesting to know that if there's a huge mixed environment, Windows XPs, 7s, 8.1s, and then 10s, Windows client versions are there, then you would maybe want to install just on Windows 7s and Windows 8s maybe. Then you would add those features here, but it's not our requirement. If I click add here, then device, and then total physical memory according to CPU based, disk space based, maybe they are in the New York OU, maybe they are in Toronto OU. Okay, so there are some hardware based, and then operator greater or equal to. This is very interesting installation requirements that we could filter out some of the systems with that. But we're not gonna use that now. But we know now that this is for hardware features based deployment or operating system version based. You can filter out, right? Okay, next. Specify software dependencies for this deployment. Dependencies are deployment types that must be installed before this deployment type can be installed. What does that mean? Suppose link needs .NET Framework 3.5 or .NET Framework 4 as a feature installed already on all the Windows 7s or Windows 8s. Maybe that's the requirement of link. So you would have to mention that here, that Windows.NET framework, and you have to check the syntax for that. If I click further add, yeah, we have to add those dependencies separately, and then they would appear here. Dependency group name, we could go for that configuration that if it requires .NET framework, or it requires, suppose some application requires security and it says that the hard drives have to be BitLocker enabled first, and then it will deploy, or any other feature that it depends on. So you could mention here, yes, that first deploy. If you find that this Windows 7 machine does not have a .NET Framework 3.5, first deploy that, then deploy this machine. So first deploy the dependency and make sure it is installed. So we can mention all these if there is a dependency, and that we will know only from the vendor document or from our vigorous testing in our test environment, that when it deploys through SCCM or without SCCM directly to a Windows 7 machine, does it ask, oh, it does not have a .NET framework? So we would know right away, oh man, this means that I have to add the dependency as well for all the 10,000 machines. Okay, so these are very good options. They don't leave any gap. Okay, next, we don't doing anything here, but we know now what is it. and next, and okay, the create deployment type wizard completed successfully. Close. So configure deployment types and the priority in which they will be applied for this application. So this is the application that we are trying to deploy right now. We could have other applications as well. In fact, in the packaging, we're gonna be playing with two applications as well as one. So anyway, let's go ahead and what are we going for next? It could be after that close, then go next, and that's it. It's, at least the application will be created here. Then we're gonna go for distribute content to tell Mr. Distribution Point that hey, we got some more applications coming your way, sir. Okay, so clicking next and next. It creates an application, click close there. Now we need to distribute the content just like we distribute anything else before we need to deploy it. So right click the MS Link 2010 and there's that distribute content here and click that and click next, and that's the name of the application. Click next. Where is the distribution point? In our case, our SCCM server is our distribution point, so press OK, click next, and next, and we are done. Well, not yet. The final step always is after distributing content to the distribution point server, we deploy it to the deployment type, and we deploy it to the collections. So the next step would be to create that deployment. Next, he's saying here on the page install and available. We're gonna say install, but we're gonna put it here required. So at once it should deploy instead of although available will also should be coming there communicating at once, but it should be only saying available, not deployed, and there it is. And in the CM trace we could see that. So I'm just gonna go back to my server now, and that's how we expecting it to be deployed. So if I go to my server, right click the MS Link 2010, first of all, what is the proof that it is deployed to the distribution point? If I click here and if I go down, does it show that? Oh, if it shows yellow here, I went down, I scrolled down, it should not be showing yellow here. If it shows here yellow, hey, welcome everyone. Oh, I just saw the chat, sorry. Okay. So it is green for you, Rolando, or Gregory Rolando, or Rolando Gregory, or both, or anyone?
Great.
It is gray?
Green.
Green, okay. So if I go
Green,
for green, oh, Gregory, sorry. So I can go down here. It's still distributing content to the distribution point. So content status. Okay. Oh, not K. If I go to MS Link here in the content status here, it's still distributing content to the distribution point.
What we did like after creating that MSI package, what we did on that
Distribute content only. That's it. So we did this, right click and distribute content, right? So it's telling distribution point that you have something, you have an application to deploy, Mr. Distribution Point. So if distribution point has received everything successfully, it will show green. But it is showing yellow. This means it is in the process of receiving all the information about MS Link 2010. Which means if it is yellow, it is not ready to deploy. If we start the deploy process while it is yellow, it's not going to deploy that until it gets green, which means that all the information will be available on distribution point. Only then it's good to deploy anything from the distribution point. So I'm just gonna click here. Anywhere else?
So I have green now.
Oh, you have green. Hey, that's not fair.
Green going green.
Why is it yellow? God. Okay, that's gonna take some time. If it is green for those, is it? It's still sending information. It's not recommended. It's always good to make sure that it is green and then go for the deploy. But I'll just go for the deploy just to save time. Right click the MS link. For those it is green, just go for right click MS link and go for deploy. MS Link 2010 and then deploy on what? So I'm just gonna click browse and go for all device collections and go for all systems and press OK. All systems automatically distribute content for dependencies and then click next. This is the standard thing we're doing always when we're deploying, right? The distribution point is already detected there, which is okay. Just click next if it is. And here we're gonna just put required instead of available. Action would still be install, but if we want to uninstall, we can come back here and we can select uninstall as well. But right now install and required. But we're gonna not select anything else. These are for different scenarios. We're gonna click next. There it is already on the next page. It says as soon as possible after the available time, which is now. So NACOS. Software installation should be done if the deadline has been passed, and if it requires a restart, then go for a restart. Although it says as soon as possible, we're just gonna click that for any possibility of restart. Then don't, we know that it's not gonna restart anyway. But software installation should be deployed and display in Software Center and show all notifications as we always select. NACOS. So these are the alerts. We're just gonna ignore those. And NACOS, and it's finito or close. Oh, so MS Link is also green, showing green here. It is all distributed to the distribution point, and I've also deployed it to where if I click MS Link and go way down to the bottom and click deployments, it has been deployed to all systems. Now, on the systems, we can only wait for it to be deployed. And if I go to my Software Center, enter that. So whenever it comes, it's going to be there and showing. So if I want to fast forward that, I can do those manual steps which will make it communicate much faster by going to the control panel, to the system and security, and to the configuration manager, which is the client side dashboard. And then when it opens configuration, excuse me, configuration properties, then I go for actions, and I would just select some of the few software inventory cycle. Hey, communicate with the SCCM, user policy retrieval and evaluation now, and machine policy retrieval now, so it's gonna communicate anyway. And file collection cycle, okay, discovery data, so okay, anyway. Oh, this is supposed to be not there. Okay guys, we're gonna be installation fail. Click to here. MS Link is there already. And what happened? Waiting to apply, retried. Guys, anyone seen this? MS Link?
We are waiting for, I'm waiting for the Software Center to pop up. I'm not doing any manual thing to expedite this.
And it says here because downloading the software, you can try starting. Okay, what is the problem downloading?
Actually, there is a very good thing, SCCM, like I like more.
What?
Your boss is not going to fire you today because you have at least 24 hours. Because SCCM is not doing everything right now.
Yeah, they're gonna see that, and so okay, there was some problemo, and we can. I'll try to fix that. It's the easy. It's supposed to be the easy installation, but you know, every installation has its own troubleshooting that is required. If I click this, edit, content, the path is dip. Oh, the path is, the spelling is wrong. Deploy, MENT. Hey, see, that's shooting the trouble or not. The specified folder does not exist. Abe, don't exist. Browse server 2. That's why we were not supposed to type it. Oh, it does. Even the spelling there is wrong. Okay, the path was correct actually.
I got a notification now. Now I am trying to install it. Wow.
It's installing. Oh yeah, the spelling was correct already. The wrong spelling was correct in my case. Oh, why did I say do not download content? Download content from distribution point and run
I
local.
don't have any notification.
Did you do that manual work thing?
Because you're at Rolando home actually.
Yeah, that's why. Right? Notification
That's
are
the
not sent to
reason.
him.
It is sending you on the right address, I mean your home address.
Link setup evolve.exe / silent. Everything seems okay here. Yeah, everything is okay. Okay, guys. Oh, serious. Oh, hang on. I thought it was 8:30. It's 9:30. I was scared to death. Hey, it's time is flying and we haven't gone to the second one. So in this installation, okay, the troubleshooting will come for few and for others it will not come. So I will have to shoot the trouble of why it says it's a click OK to return the software. It says here in my there was a problem downloading the software. You can try starting the installation again, or the problem continues. Information section below would help. There is not enough temporary space reserved to download the software. What? I ran out of space? That is not
Software installed
possible.
successfully.
Okay, yeah, even in my case, it's okay. It's just temporary space I ran out of. What about others?
Nothing.
Gregory? Hey, you can go for the action thing, which I was doing in control panel. Did you do that? System security, configuration manager, and then
I did it
action.
before.
Okay, before like last class?
No, I mean before we created all that deployment.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, that is also good. Okay. Hey, 47 gigs. I ran out of temporary space. Oh, seriously. Okay, that's something different. But anyway, yeah, it's just the temporary space thing that caused it. And site, network, configure settings, configurations, cache, configure settings, amount of disk space to use, location, CCM cache. Change location, CCM cache, and Windows. I can give it more space here. Okay, 14 gigs. Would that do?
Finally,
Hey, it showed.
installing.
Hey, I'm crying with happiness. These are tears of joy.
Mucho installed. Mucho installed.
Whoa. Okay, mucho install. Come on, say it Spanish way. Come on. Mucho. Oh yeah, you did that. Okay. See, guys, New thing. Well, this is one of the troubleshooting options I want you to know. My specific error, just like everyone, I did not take the screenshot of that error. So my space was 47 gigs free space, and it was saying I don't have a temporary
We have
space.
recording, don't worry.
Hey, you're the genius. And oh yeah, I'm also recording. The screenshot is still, yeah. Okay, the only thing here, if this type of error comes, what was the type of error? It said that temporary space is not available. If ever on the client this comes and you see that your hard disk space is still enough, then where do you need to go? You need to go to the control panel. You need to go to the configuration manager. So you could just troubleshoot this right away then and there. Configuration manager, and if it opens that very day, like it's not opening today for me, like come on open. If it opens that on that very day, just wanted to show what I changed here. Although you saw that, okay. So if that happens, go to cache, go to configure settings, and it was on I think 2 or 4 GB. If you're already seeing that, you can tell me what is the space you're seeing. I had I think 5 GB space there. So CCM cache folder is always used to whenever the software is deployed. The software actually is downloaded to this C:\Windows CCM cache folder. So in my case, I had already deployed some amount of software before as well while I was practicing. So it ran out of this CCM cache space. So I increased that space to 14 gigs from I think 5 gigs I forgot or 4 gigs, and now it is not giving that error and it's downloading. So CCM cache, if that error comes, go to CCM cache and increase the cache size. So the software will be downloaded there, particularly in that cache. Okay, so please remember that for client-side troubleshooting, this is one of those crucial things that we
So,
should know.
but can't we control it from the server side? Like, I don't know if my user is sitting somewhere on other building or somewhere in Vancouver, how like he is gonna do that?
So
We need
definitely,
access, admin access on his laptop or system.
there are PowerShell commands. There are PowerShell commands that do that. So remotely, you can increase the CCM cache size of 10,000 clients even. But I saw the command there, CCM cache size remotely increase in SCCM 2012 R2. I'm just asking my master. He's just sitting right beside me. Increase cache size in SCCM 2012. Yeah, there are many commands there. So this is a good. So I'm just gonna send you the link for the search I did. So at this point, I'm just gonna send it. So this is all knowledge that would be very beneficial for us in our production environments if we face this kind of errors. SCCM, SCC, SCCM. So I'm just sending that link to search page
You can
for
even
how to
set up through
increase
SCCM server.
CCM cache.
You don't need PowerShell for this.
No, so PowerShell has to be run from server side.
No, I think like
No, this
I
is the
also
PowerShell
asked
way.
my master and saying that just go to the devices and set the caches. In the assets and compliance, go to the devices.
Can you
and
send
you
the
can,
link as well?
It's a technet link actually.
Oh, so yeah, we can
Yeah, I
understand that.
can
Yeah,
send
you're
it
right.
here.
Yeah, send it, man.
Okay,
I mean, like,
okay.
yeah, thanks. So I'm just sending this link for PowerShell only because we're still GUI guy. So we are GUI boys, and we should not be GUI boys at all. We should be PowerShell boys as well. So that's why I first went for PowerShell from the server side. So I sent that link to the group as well, so we could be PowerShell boys as well as. Did you send that link as well?
No, no, I'm sending it right now.
Okay. All
Actually,
right.
I'm using two different computers and I have to log in on that computer.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Where do we go? If you can tell me here, so we could record in the video.
I'm just in. I'm just in.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a technet.microsoft.com/en/us library. The file name is gg7, but I'm sending it right now. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just in.
Okay. So that would be that from the server side. Yes, if your clients run out of CM cache, then at least you should be able to, if you run out of CM cache, then you should increase the client CM cache from the server side, which is mucho importante. Okay, thank you for this link. And it is the TechNet link that I'm just going to put here. How to manage clients in Configuration Manager, and then configure the client cache for configuration managing clients. And it says for the devices nodes, and there's a whole thing, assets and compliance, and click devices. And then okay, so we can follow this link, and this is also in the group. And while this discussion you see in the video again, we should be following that link, and to make sure that how to put that, configure that for all the devices. Let's go ahead and try to repackage the application. That's the next topic here. Till now what we did was that we deployed an exe application directly from SCCM without changing anything, and we just had to be careful about the path, and it deployed. Then we had an error, which is also a good increase in knowledge, that if CCM cache becomes smaller or run out of space, then we have to increase the CCM cache on the client side, and CCM cache is used to download all the software. So that's a specific folder in the client side by SCCM where it downloads the software from the shared folder, when it's downloading and then installing on every client. So anyway, that was good knowledge, and let's go ahead with the repackaging. So how to repackage our .exe application to our .msi application. We have a WinRAR.exe utility, and we want to deploy it to our Windows clients. I sent you 3 files there. We will try different packaging software for it, and each has different ways to package an application. What basically we are doing, if there is an exe file which cannot be installed as easy as we installed our link.exe,
Amir, how
then
old are you?
let me check. Should I tell you the true thing or the? Okay, it's secret. Yeah. What's the question? So,
Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. Okay, what was the actual comment you were about to pass? So,
My daughter is asking, that's it.
oh, I'm 38. Okay.
She thinks that you are like 15, 16.
50. Huh? 15, 16? Or 50 or 60? Okay. So
15 and 16 actually.
So I take it as a compliment,
Almost
right?
close.
Okay. 15 and 16. So thank you for that. Because of my voice, whenever I talk on the phone and when I meet that guy, they always say, "Oh, you sounded so young on the phone." I'm like, "Ah, shoot." The next time when I talk, I say, "Hello, how are you?" Anyway, so okay.
You are young, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Come on. You look like 60 something. Take it easy.
Yeah, my brother also says, "Hey, make your hair browner. Come on. What's wrong with you?" I say, "I want to stay natural. Come on. I want to stay organic. Just like organic fruit." Oh, bad example. Okay, bad
He was
example.
kidding actually. You took it seriously.
Okay.
It's break. We need break, that's why.
Oh, come on. Seriously, now we're getting to the most interesting part.
Okay, break, no break. I know you're the most one that break. Okay, no break.
Okay, guys, if you want break, it's 10-minute break, 15. What do you want? Anyone?
5 is okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. So maximum, if we say 5, we're definitely gonna come at after 10. So let's have 10-minute break. And after 10 sharp, I start repackaging, and this is more important.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Yeah. Okay, 10-minute break, guys. Let's come back.
Just to tell you, on this Cisco WebEx, we don't. It's not seen that you got the gray area. I mean, whatever. Like,
Oh,
you understand me? It seems like you are a white person. Like if you shave your beard.
God, how racist of you.
And
But
the sun behind you, the sunset. I mean.
Gurish, yeah, that, whatever that means, yeah. Gurish, yeah. Okay. So, every two there?
I am here.
Alright, let us start this. Okay, I'm at home. And there you go. Okay, there's some disturbance coming now. Okay, hold on, guys. Fishy going on here. Okay, so resuming in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we are trying to do the repackaging. So what is packaging the software? How does it work? What is the special software for that? So let's go ahead and try to know that. We will try different packaging software for it, and each has different ways to package an application. Let's check it out. Software installation. So it is creating files and folders. What is software installation in the technical terms? What it does when it reaches the Windows machines, it creates files and folders and make changes in the registry. That's all it does when it reaches the client side, right? Or wherever you install it. So we have tried successfully to deploy .msi. Yeah. Now we will be converting .exe to .msi. That will be actually packaging an exe file inside MSI package. Wow! See? That's it. Anything else? Okay, bye. Oh, no. Okay, we're just starting. So with the help of a packaging software
Hold on.
Actually, we miss him so much.
Yeah. So we are going to customize the package as well, or we are just converting it from MSI to exe to MSI?
No. First thing is always go for easiest. So first package, then customize, right? So let's not jump 5 steps up. Okay.
We don't have time actually. That's why I'm saying. Can we do it in 1 hour?
We can continue even next class because whatever is most important we can repeat.
Okay.
It's not going to repeat. We're going to carry on with the whatever we are not able to do. Okay. So the main thing is if we understand what is it, then repeating it would be easier. So we're going to be creating the package, and you have to then know how to do it, and then you will know also, oh, that's what we did. But when we go for one-liner, it's just any exe application. You can put the cover of MSI, or you can wrap it up in the box of MSI, or SCCM will only see, oh, this is an MSI package. Yes, I can do it, sir. Thank you. Oh, it's an exe file. Oh, well, you have to give me extra information about that because I know I'm very good friend with MSI, and I'm not very good with exe files. So we did try one exe file. We had to put lots of separate lines to that, and that was still the simplest one. There are more complicated ones as well. So I have uploaded 3 types of files there. There's one utility called tree size 3, and that you have downloaded already. And then there are two other applications, the VLC player and the TeamViewer exe file. All these are three small exe applications or utilities. We will perform this on a Windows 7 or Windows 8 machine. So let's go and see what is it. We will install the packager on any of our Windows client machines. So what is the packager? That's the software which will create a MSI package for any exe file. So if I try to put it here, a software that creates an MSI of for any .exe file, creates an MSI package for any exe file. So let's see how it works, and then we go ahead. The free version installation may require a valid company name, email address, i.e. admin@yourcompanyname.com. I'm gonna install that so we can know that. Let's make sure that both our Windows clients are connected to internet. So let's add second network card to both Windows clients. I think we have already second network card in our clients. If not, you could just quickly add that. We know how to do that. And yes, if we want to connect that second network card to internet, we need to put it on bridge, right? So I'm gonna quickly check, and this slide is already there. This next screen just shows that which application we are downloading. We already have that application, but this is the download link for that from the download.com. It's the packager is called Scalable Smart Packager. Okay, and that's the download link, and let's install it. So first thing, I will make sure that my clients are connected to internet. So how would I make sure about that? I would just go for right click the Windows 7 client, go to settings. We know the procedure. We know the drill, Carl. Okay. So I have a second network card on my Windows 7 and it is bridged and replicate. Press OK, and yes, I have internet going on if I go to the browser. I'll just go to the Windows 8 as well and right click. Oh, Windows 8 do not have a network card. Okay. I'll just add second network card here for Windows 8, nethost, bridge, replicate, in my case, Benito, press OK, and that's it. Should be working. Okay, so so first thing, both machines have second network cards connected to internet. Done? Done, yay! And second thing is that
Why we need two network cards on both machines?
because we need internet to download the, so we need internet. So during the installation of this packager, it's going to confirm, it would need to connect to internet to register you. But we're gonna try to trick it somehow, but if it does not find internet, it's not gonna let you go ahead. So while doing this, we're gonna try to know.
So why we are installing it on client? We can install it on SCCM, on our local laptop.
That's the thing about package. Packages, the packager creates the package of a software that has been installed on a client. Because
like,
it's, yeah.
So it's like it should be a real client in domain, or we can, why we can't install it on, like, for example, why you can't create that package on your local laptop?
So we are creating a package of application that is installed on a Windows 7 machine. And why we are creating a package?
Any Windows 7 machine, or like
Yeah, you're just not letting me finish. Thank you. Come on, let me finish fast. Okay, again. So we are installing we are installing Windows. We are going to create a package of an application that is installed in a Windows 7 machine, which could be any Windows 7 machine installed. Suppose it is installed on laptops. So if there is no extra driver required just for deploying this application, it could be then any hardware. So we know that drivers are normally required for operating systems, not applications. Um, so we are creating a package of an application that is installed on a Windows 7 machine because that package will be deployed to 10,000, suppose there are 10,000 Windows 7 machines. That package could be deployed to those machines. So that's why the package has to be created from a client machine, not a server. If we create a package from application that is installed on a server, this means that the destination is also server. So whatever is the destination, the package has to be created on that. So this could be as well considered as a reference computer. Just like you remember that, we had a reference computer, we took an image. Why? Because it's going to be deployed on the same type of clients. So this is the same case for application as well. This is the same way we are creating a package and okay. And so I'm just going to close this, it hanged. Um, this is bad luck. VMware Workstation is not responding and it's like when I was creating and like, what? Okay, good. So let me just start again. All right, we're back, and we got internet there. Wearing crashers, where are they gone? Oh, okay, sorry. So yeah. So first thing, I have an internet. Now you're gonna know why I was asking for internet, right? So guys, everyone has. So the first step, let me just give you some overall steps so we could go a bit faster now. First of all, this is the application. It shows on the screen. Second is, this is just a screen where it's going to give us the license key, the temporary one. For that, it needs to connect to the internet. These are the steps, major steps. So how it works. Step one is it runs a discovery and scans where all the files and folders are, as well as the registry configurations, and store this info in a small database. So what is it doing first? First, let me just draw it here. First step, the packager scans the whole computer and get info of all the files and folders and all the registry configurations. So first step, easy to understand, right? It scans where everything is, where every file is, where every folder is, what is the registry settings of all that. That's the first step. Then second step, we install our application and make changes or customize that application. It could be Microsoft Word, it could be WinRAR, WinZip, that application. Now I'm going to ask you the logic about that. 3. The packager again scans the whole computer and records all the changes made since its last full scan. Can anyone tell me the logic of this? Yeah, that's good, good. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, that's also a good point. Good, good. Okay.
Maybe like it's scanning the hardware changes or something like that. But like you were saying that it's also what is it?
So when we install the software, it's going to scan all the settings, current settings of this Windows 7 machine. Then it's going to say, okay, now go ahead and install whatever you want. So we're going to install our first application. Click, next, finish, application is installed. Then we're going to tell the packager to, start the scan again and see what was the difference. So first it knew that where all the files were and what were the registry configurations. Then we installed the applications. We already know that application creates files and folders and application creates registry changes, right? So first it scanned everything, the packager. Now when the application got installed, it created some new files and folders and did some new registry changes. So there is a change now. So wherever the changes occurred and whatever new file and folder was created, the packager will record all those changes. This means the packager now knows what are the paths and what are the files and folders that this new application installed, what are the locations, and what registry settings that particular application made. So it's going to create an MSI package out of that information. And then, so this means that it knows exactly where this new application will be installing. It knows exactly where inside the registry it's going to make changes. So if I open the reg edit, this is the registry. Every Windows has a registry, and registry saves all the information of software and hardware changes, mostly software in the computer, right? So it will know now where in the registry which key was changed to be installed for that particular software, right? So whatever changes were made by that software, this packager will record all those changes and create a new installable MSI package for that application, because it will know where it's going to be installed, what registry changes it's going to make, what number of files it's going to install and create, what type of folders and where it's going to create all those folders. It has every information of that new application that we just deployed. So if the packager knows that, it's going to collect that information, and then it's going to create a package of that in MSI. So it will create that MSI package for that application. Does anyone understand the concept?
Maybe.
Okay, that's good enough.
Just repeat last few like sentences after
Yeah.
you said that it's gonna scan what new folders has been created, what new registry changes has been done by that software. After that you said something else. Like, for
Oh yeah. Okay. So the packager scans the whole computer. Is that clear for everyone?
yes.
So what does it scan?
All file folders and registry configurations current
Yeah.
before installation of the software.
So this means every software configuration, so if this is a computer and I have an OS installed here, and then I have apps installed over the OS. So it scans all the configuration for whatever the configuration of operating system is, and whatever the configuration of application is.
But my question is that, like my confusion is that why it's scanning this reference computer? Maybe the target computer where we are going to install that link or any application after creating the package, maybe maybe have different file folder history structure. So
So
why we are scanning this reference computer?
So reference, when we talk about reference computer, it's one of those computers. Suppose there are 100 new computers and they are all same hardware, and one of them is reference computer. So yes, this computer, the target, it has to be exactly the same as the target computers. And in big companies, it's normally the case that maybe all the computers are the same, or maybe at least 25% of the computers are the same. So this application package will be created for that particular number of computers. If there were 1,000 computers and 250 computers are exactly the same Windows 7 as this reference computer, then it is deployable only on those 250 computers. Then you create another, then you take the second machine and deploy the package for that. Normally companies have many types of packages and images, right? Every company has, according to the hardware changes, they have separate images for that. In advanced stages, we're going to be deploying a universal image and universal application where we're going to be deploying separately the drivers. We're going to be, it's going to be universal. So then it will not care about any hardware, or if there's a different hardware, then it's going to be different drivers that can be deployed separately. But
Yeah,
right now,
for example, in my company we have only two operating system packages. One is for Windows 7 and one is for Windows 8. And they are deploying the same thing on any kind of hardware, and they are like deploying drivers separately with that OS. There is some kind
so
of packaging for that.
So definitely that perfectly makes sense that if you're deploying an application, wherever there's a driver difference, separately the driver is available in a separate shared folder, and you can just program those drivers, or you can deploy those drivers where they are needed. But that's different hardware if you're deploying anything, or different Windows versions you're deploying anything. So you may get an application that is compatible with both these versions, maybe that version of application you're deploying. If there's an application that is not compatible with both Windows 7 and Windows 8, then of course there will be a problem. Then you must have a separate image for that, or you must have a separate update for that application. That Windows 7 it will deploy without problem, but for Windows 8 it requires some dependency like .NET Framework 4.5. So you would separately deploy that update to that while it is deploying that same application there. So yes, there are many moving parts with SCCM according to if the application is compatible with the Windows 7 or Windows 8 or not. So in our case, this is the simplest deployment where we're going to be deploying, we're assuming that what this application is, we're creating a package of this application on Windows 7. This same Windows 7 is everywhere. We're assuming that. So if we can do the easiest one, then we can go for the difficult ones as well, right? That's always the case, that let's make the easiest one successful first. So yes, we're assuming the hardware is exactly the same, and even the software is exactly the same right now. Because we need to understand how the packaging really works. So the first thing is it's scanning everything in the software, in the computer, all the software and OS configuration, the application and OS configuration. Second thing is when we make change, when we install the application, and we will do that manually, then after that it's going to just check what changes were made, or it already has the information of the OS and app, so it will detect right away, oh, there is some new application now installed, and that was not in my record when I scanned last time. So let me save those changes and create a package out of those changes. So that will be the full application package that we can easily deploy. So this is the concept, that scan first everything, then we install the application, then scan again, The second scan will detect all the changes made by this particular application, and then the package will automatically create a full package of that application, which will be deployable to all the other clients which are exactly the same as this client. This is the main concept, right? Now, if this is the main concept, what we are about to do, so this was the older package. So this is what that package used to do 1 year ago, which we have right now. This is the same concept here, were done by the package which was 1 year old. Now the new package is even easier. What it does, we install the packager. It's important that we understand it's not about, next finish, right? So we install the packager here on Windows 7 machine. Second thing is we tell it where to upload the image it will create. That's the second major step we're going to be doing. Third is that it's going to say that start discovery. This is a term this packager will ask us to do. When we are expected to click the button called start discovery, what does it do? Start discovery means what? Means it will monitor any changes made to this OS Win 7. Any changes made to this OS. It's start discovery. So we will click the button start discovery. Fourth step, now it's monitoring what's going on. So we will install TeamViewer .exe and click finish. Fifth step, we will click the button stop discovery. So when we click the button start discovery, it means that okay, it's ready to record any changes which we are about to make. And the changes we are going to make, we're going to be just installing the application called teamviewer.exe. And when we say stop discovery, since we are done installing TeamViewer and we click finish, when we have nothing else to do with that, then we're going to tell the packager, hey, stop discovery. This means now, so it has now recorded all the changes made by the installation of TeamViewer.exe, and it will show those changes, and it will then simply upload the package to the shared folder. Now I need to demo that, right? So then we will understand even better. So we install that packager. I'm going to install that. You can follow me, or let me just do it quickly. Not quickly, but try to understand that. Then you can do as many times as you want, right? Then what we do, we tell out where to upload the image it will create. We tell the packager where to upload the image, and then we're gonna after installation of packager, we're going to click start discovery. So I'm gonna go step by step. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back here and show you this is done. Then I'm gonna do that second step, and step by step I'm gonna do and try to show that, hey, this is what I'm doing now. Okay, so let me go to the Windows 7. If anyone's following or ready to follow, this is the time now. So if you on Windows 7 machine, I know from this network card setting that yes, I have internet connection. So I go to C drive of my Windows 7 machine. I go to the software. There's the Smart Packager. I hope you already have this, right? So you may have downloaded that, but I need the Smart Packager. So I need the whole folder. I'll just copy the whole thing here. If it lets me copy. Oh, it does. Oh. Okay. So inside the Smart Packager, I have the small utilities as well as that same software again. So I'm just gonna double click, right click and run as administrator, the Smart Packager. And it's going to extract or give me two files. One is for 64-bit operating systems and one is for 32-bit operating systems. Maybe you want to package an application from 32-bit. Okay, so I'll click extract and it has created two files for me. Okay, let me do it here because it did not show there. Run as administrator, extract. There you go, x64 and x86. Okay, two files are created and we know that our operating system is x64, right? So I'm going to right click the x64 and click install. So this is the first point there. We install the packager, right? And whenever it's done, okay. So it's a scalable smart packager. Okay, x64 edition, next. I accept the terms of license agreement, next. We're not going for Pro because yeah, we need to pay for that. But we're gonna go for the Smart Packager CE, which is the free software packager.
You can install Pro as well in evaluation mode.
Okay, evaluation. So let's go for the, you know, the logic is still that let's do the easiest path. If we can do that, we can do anything else. Step by step. So Smart Packager CE, let's go for this. First one, next. There we fill the name. Guys, if you have any internet connectivity problem, maybe you get an error, or you could I could send you the, you know, the key that's gonna produce this is still an evaluation key. So I'm just putting anything here, AABB organization, AABB again, email, okay, info at itprofcourses.com, I think, and phone number 416-807-7767. I think it takes spaces. Next. Okay, it gave me the key. Did it give everyone the key or whoever is following?
Yes, I got the key, but I installed the Pro version with full features.
With full features. Okay, cool. Okay, so I got the key. I'm going ahead. Next. And install the packager. Okay. Till now, nothing technical, just installing stuff or nothing tricky. Click finish. Alright, so we got the packager right now. So what do we need to do? Oh, okay, so we need to do is I'll go to the all programs and there's a folder created called scalable and there's a smart packager under the scalable. Okay, I'm just gonna click the smart packager under the scalable. There are many options there, but we're gonna go for create for discover a new package. So I'm gonna just try to create that. So inside this I will be able to create a package of whatever I installed here. So I haven't installed any application yet, right? Why? Because I'm going to install during the configuration of this package. So it could note down where it installed, what application, and what did it do. So all the changes will be made when I install an application. And when will I install the application? When I start the discovery process of this packager. So the packager could note down all the steps of application installation and the creation finally. Okay, so I'm just going to go for discover a new package, and there are many other packages as well and they have different ways to work. So this is one of them. This is one of the famous ones. Discover a new package. So this window comes. Scalable discovery. Scalable discovery is a software repackager that creates a Windows installer package by monitoring the changes made to your system. So it's going to monitor the changes made to our system by an application installation. It says that while the discovery is going on, you can install any application and it's going to record all those changes, right? And create a package out of those changes. It says that, right? So next, it says, hey, where's that output folder where I'm going to create that, the package? Where should I be uploading this package? So I'm saying that go to my SCCM server. Oops. I can actually create a local package as well and then copy it to the SCCM server. It could be both ways. So, alright, if it's discovering for network, let me just go to the run // server 2, enter, there's my deployment folder, and there's the packages folder. Oh shoot, I need to delete those too. So, okay, I'm going to give this path, network path. Hey, I'm telling it, whenever you get a package and you're about to upload it to this location. Oh, it's already open as well. Server 2, deployment and packages. Press OK. Okay, it's pressed OK here. So I'm just going to type the name here, team viewer packaged, team viewer packaged. I'm going to control C that, / and put here as well. So output folder path is my SCCM server, deployment, packages, and then whatever package name I put there, I put a / here and put that name there. So there will be a separate folder created for this TeamViewer package under the folder called packages. So, okay, next. Now that's what I was saying. So if I go back to my writing, we install the packager, that is done. We tell the packager where to upload the image it will create, that is done as well. I told it to upload it to that area on the shared folder. Third is start discovery, means it will monitor any changes made to this OS. So I'm going to minimize that. There's that start discovery button. And it's saying here as well, click start discovery to begin the live system monitoring. Then make changes to this computer. Step 2, for example, install one or more applications. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And then step 3 is when you're done installing the application, click stop discovery when you are done making changes. Okay, simple. So I'm going to start discovery when I am ready to install the application. I haven't clicked that button yet. This means it is not monitoring anything yet.
Can you go back, like one step back?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to define the name of the file or just output folder?
It's for organization. It's not compulsory. It's just for organization. Yep. Okay. Next. So I haven't started the discovery. This means it's not monitoring anything. I need to know where's the application that I need to install. So this is just that remote folder. Where is my local drive? I'm gonna go to the software in the local drive and smart packager, and where is my TeamViewer? Hey, there's my TeamViewer. Okay, I think I'm ready to install so the packager could package it. So I'm going to go back to that open window and click start discovery. Okay, it's now monitoring everything. So I'm going to go back to TeamViewer, double click that TeamViewer. Alright, it says install. It's not commercial use, it's a personal non-commercial use. Okay, and accept, and it got installed already, I guess. Okay, and it's ready to be used. So close. Yes, this is my ID here. Close. Yes, that's all I wanted to do. Minimize this, and the team viewer is still opening. I want to make sure that team viewer is working perfectly, right? Because I'm gonna create a package out of it. Okay, it's working perfectly, whatever, Windows open. So I'm done with my installation, and it should have monitored and recorded everything, every changes this TeamViewer application made during installation. So stop discovery. Now, whatever changes I made, it recorded that. But what is the proof that it did that? So I'm going to click next. It's analyzing, and now it will say, remember, we installed only TeamViewer, right? Where? In C drive. Okay, where is it now? Program files, TeamViewer, version 9, Outlook, or whatever folders it created, TeamViewer, 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 TeamViewer. Program data, Microsoft, another folder is there, Windows, start menu, programs, there's the TeamViewer link. Where else did it make changes? In all those profiles that were already there inside. Then inside the Windows, in SCCM, messaging, outgoing, there are some extra folders that we need to still understand, but wherever it made the changes, it's showing here that this is what it discovered for TeamViewer only, right? Platform policy. So some changes were made wherever the changes were made. Second thing is deleted files. Did it put any files that were supposed to be deleted? Yeah, the files that were deleted or not being used now. What modified keys? Now you see what is this? Inside the registry where this TeamViewer application made changes. Those registry areas are shown now. Microsoft, Windows, NT, current version, fonts, or TeamViewer. Okay, TeamViewer 2.5 font. Microsoft TeamViewer is there. Okay. In registry, these are the areas where it made the changes. The TeamViewer, when it was, during this version, that's where it made the changes, right? So it created files and folders, and it made registry changes. That's all the packager needs to discover for any application, right? So delete items, there's nothing to delete in the registry, but there's files and folders there. So I say, okay, good work detecting wherever the changes were made by this application called TeamViewer. What do I do next? I tell the packager, okay, this is the information you have. Okay, create a package out of that is installable in all the rest of the 10,000 systems. So I click next. It says the package is ready to be created. Click finish to save the package. Add new package to smart packager and open package folder after creation. Yeah, wherever you upload that, in my case the shared folder, you can give the local path as well, C drive as well, it's okay. And then later you can put it here. Okay, click finish. There you go, it's creating the package. And this is the folder in the back, which is my SCCM server shared folder path, right? So it's uploading there, this package, TeamViewer package, which I named. Okay, there is this Windows installer file created. The MSI package for TeamViewer is ready. Or is it? So I still need a proof that can I really deploy through SCCM this? So in order to test that, first of all, I'm going to SCCM server. I'm going to my same folder where it's supposed to be. Okay, local folder. So C, in my case it's the E drive, deployment, packages. There you go, TeamViewer package is there and uploaded by that packager. I need to deploy it to Windows 7 and 8. In my case it's Windows 7. I don't know about Windows 8.
Click on the second file which is saying TeamViewer package results HTML file.
Yeah.
Explorer.
Yeah, that's an HTML file.
Explorer.
Yeah, it is giving all the information. Okay, that's good. So you want to make a document out of that? That's also cool. That's good. Correcto. Okay. So what's the proof that it's installable? So you know what? For that, I need to remove it from Windows 7 because I have only one Windows 7, but I should have had two Windows 7s just to get this going. So I'm just going to quickly remove this, uninstall this, remove settings as well from that Windows 7 theme again. Okay, close. Okay, so I'm ready. So what do I need to do? MSI is ready, and it's this path, actually this path over the network. Now I can quickly do what we always do. Software library, go to applications, create application. Now it's an MSI file. It's no longer an exe file. So I'm like, okay, and there's that network path, packages, team viewer packaged, double click. Okay, the package is accepted. The publisher or team viewer could not be verified. Yes, it's not Microsoft. So it's not necessary that whatever is not Microsoft is bad boy. It could also be good guys, right? Press yes. Okay, next. Now it says, hey, what's the information? Who's this? It's from a company called TeamViewer actually. And blah, 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 slash. It already detected that through MSI that what is the installation switch, and it has to be slash q white. It is for install for system just like any MSI normal package, right? Next, next, close. So there's our TeamViewer package ready.
Amir,
Yeah,
in the installation program, we left everything same, right?
in the installation folder.
Installation program.
Yeah,
Installation program, like slash q. That part. We
where?
left the same, right?
Where? In the client or on the server?
No, when in create application wizard
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it's the same exactly. This
with Q, we left slash Q key right there.
slash q exactly. Yeah, we keep it the same. I was just showing there that it's there. Otherwise, I did not make any changes anywhere. Okay, we need to distribute content. Team viewer, right click team viewer, just like MS Link we distributed. Next, team viewer, and who's our distribution server? SCCM, press OK. Next, next, close, and then you know what? Distribute content. So already it should be yellow at least. Yeah, it's yellow now. So it's being distributed to the distribution server point. And while it is doing, I'm just gonna go deploy, browse. I don't have a separate collection made for just Windows 7, so I'm just gonna go for all systems, press OK. I'm just going to see that as well, that if it is all systems, it should go to Windows 8 or Windows 2012 as well, and it should not have any problem. Or maybe it has. Let's see. Well, it will have problem if the exact paths are not found. Next. Required. As always, I want the results faster now. Next, as soon as possible, yes. Software installation and restart if required. Next, no monitoring for now. Next, close. Okay, TeamViewer package is also green here. This means it's ready. So on the client side, if this package is ready, then we are okay. So actions, discovery, file collection, software updates, policy approval, whatever, wakes up the SCCM server from deep sleep. Okay, so just like MS Link was there, so it should be there as well.
Amir, you chose available or required?
Required.
Thanks.
Oh. One day or Monday or
Actually, your
Sunday.
network is very big. That's why it's taking some time.
In VMware, it's always,
If not VMware, then you need 4 or 5 PCs to implement your lab, man.
yeah. So I could just convince that dude to, hey, I have deployed a package, and I did not wait for that to turn green, but it did turn green for that distributed content. So yeah, I did not let it, go smooth there. So now desperately, I'm just clicking everything here. You know what? We should. Oh, there it is. Cool. Woohoo! And downloading. So we created a TeamViewer package, and if it downloads successfully, we're good. But is it available for Windows 8? Is it available for 2012? Because I just chose all systems, right? So maybe if I go for software center here on 2012 SCCM server itself, software, hey, there's no client there. That's so cool. Actually not cool. Oh, software. Oh, there's no SCCM client. Well, I did not try this on SCCM, on the SCCM server itself. On Windows 8 it's still, but okay, it's downloaded there on 7 because it was meant for 7. I did not do the metal thing on this, but it should be coming here as well. Maybe during the installation it might say, hey, it's Windows 8, what are you doing? So guys, this is the packager thing. Let me quickly do one crazy thing now, just to record the video, right? So hey, that was one package, and I'm like, so I have 2 applications there or 3 applications, and you think I'm going to go one by one creating all the packages? No, I'm the Mr. Lazy Administrator. I'm gonna go 3 applications in one package. Beat that. Okay, so okay, discover new. I'm just going back there. Next, 3 apps in one package. When I type that,
3 in 1 actually.
okay, yeah, 3 in 1. You know, buy one get 2 free or something like that. 3 in 1. See, that was funny. So, so 3 in 1 package. I should not you know, put any space there. Okay, that was a bad idea anyway. Okay, no space now. All right, so I'm just gonna go next. I did not start the discovery. I need to know were there 3 or so. I'm gonna start quickly. Tree setup, VLC. Oh, link I already have. So sorry, 2 in 1.
And plus TeamViewer.
No, so
You can
I'm
install
just
the
gonna
name. So
2 in 1. Hey, if it's 2 in 1 possible, it could be 5 in 1 as well. Try a 5 in 1 at home, right? So I'm this time, see this? It's the local path now.
if these are two, then you should
maybe I
write
want
it twins.
twins. Oh, okay, I need to make a lot of change there. So, hey, I don't need space. I don't want space. Yeah, there is no space here. Okay, so you see this? It's a local path here. So then when it's created locally, then I'm just gonna copy it to the packages on the shared folder, right? So we can do that too. Next, start discovery. Now it's gonna monitor. So quickly, I'm gonna go for tree size free setup first, or whichever. Next, I accept. Next, this is the path. It's going to record. I don't care. Create a desktop icon. Next.
So we can customize this path also, like we want to deploy it on D drive, so we can customize it here.
We can customize, and we should customize anything while it is monitoring. This is the best time to customize as well. Not only install application. So suppose I'm going to do one customization here right now. And
But do you have 2 drives there, or just change the path?
Next.
Do it on
You can-
root.
yeah, while it is doing this, so suppose there's a Mozilla plugin it's installing. I'm going to uncheck Mozilla plugin, right? I'm going to uncheck ActiveX plugin now. I can make changes, and it's going to record what I made changes in there. And after the installation of application, okay, I'll run the application now as well. VLC.
No way, man.
I'm about to run, so close your eyes and close your ears. But you don't have to close the nose here. Okay, anyway. So, and
You guys want
about.
twins? We needed twins.
So, yes, we can make a status preferences. I'm going to go to the preferences here, and just make any okay, enable audio. I'm just going to uncheck the enable audio because I want to check it back when I deploy the package. This should be unchecked there, right? Just to make sure that, okay, whatever we customize, does this get recorded as well? So I'm going to close now the application. 2 applications were installed and all were discovered and monitored. So I'm going to click stop discovery now, and next, analyzing, and okay, wherever you just found, there's a tree size free and there's a VLC. Yeah. And whatever in the registry where you made changes, it detected all that. And we can just check if it is this. So there's a VLC, and whatever it made changes, we can just go deep down. There's VLC again. Okay, next. Yes, open package after creating the package twins. Okay, creating that, not a big package. I would love to do MS Office 2013 this way. But anyway, the bigger the application, the more careful you have to be with every aspect of that application. But if we customize that, we install MS Office and we uncheck access, uncheck project, MS project. Okay, so this is the folder created. Guys, one thing to remember here, I'm going to upload this. There is a Windows installer file here, right? But notice that there is separate folders also created here, right? This package need this. Although we need to put it on test, on the forums it was said that it's recommended whatever collection of files and folders it created in a package, keep them all together. Do not just go for MSI correct only, because it might need these files just for deployment. That's why the whole package goes up to that shared folder. So this package of 2 applications was created inside this on locally on this machine. I'm just going to copy this 2-in-1 package, and I'm going to go to that shared. I'm going to go to the, there is a network share here, and that's where the team viewer was created. So I'm just going to paste here because I'm an administrator and I have read and write permission over that shared folder, and there it is. The 2-in-1 package is there as well. Again, same thing. Hey, does it work? Definitely, as a SCCM administrator, you will be concerned. So if I had a second machine, I would have just tried right away then and there. Here I have to uninstall tree size just to have a proof for myself that did it say restart? Shoot, no, it did not. Okay, good. And we'll see. Oh, it's gonna say, hey, wait for the first one to uninstall. That's it always. Oh, TeamViewer packaged. Yeah, that was the first one, but tree size is uninstalled, right? Okay. Now I'm gonna uninstall, delete everything related to VLC as well. Okay, both are gone, and the same story starts, right? Create the third package, create an application. Now I have an MSI for 2 applications, supposed to be 2. So yeah, I'm inside the team viewer, so I have to go one step back. There is that 2-in-1, and there is the MSI file for that, launching from the same folder, so it could use other files and folders as well. Next. Yes, it cannot be verified. Hey, trust me, they are good guys, which I'm deploying. 2-in-1. Now administrator would say that it's a tree size, app, and VLC both going to be installed on all 10K machines. Ha 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 ha. I am king. Okay, let's just make it more dramatic. Okay, anyway.
Yes, at least we can say it here.
Yeah, that's why I was taking that luxury to say it here, not there. So next host. So the package should be created. Okay, it's created. You know the next steps. It's gray right now, so the distribution point does not know yet. So we're gonna tell distribution point, hey, Mr. Distribution Point, there is another package I made for you. Tell me if it's spicy or whatever it is, and it's on distribution point now. So I would love to try 5 small applications or one big application this way. And now I'm just going to put, so if I click somewhere else and click back here, it should be, oh, it's already green because they were so small applications. Okay. So deploy the twin package and browse and device collection, all systems, press OK, next. Distribution point is selected, next, required. Now you know all the drill. Anyway, software installation, yes. System restart, yes. Next, next. Close and okay. So it's ready from SCCM side. And configuration manager, actions. Yeah, that sucks. I need to really come up with this, PowerShell script for this, or PowerShell command to just, run all those actions. I'm gonna come for that because we always do that, so there has to be better way. Then, okay, there it is, coming. Give it some space. Software Center. I hope I have enough space in CCM cache because I'm deploying too much. I already gave 14 gigs. 2-in-1 package. Installation complete already. Hey, that was fast. What's wrong with this? I mean, what's right with this? I mean, okay, the main bug I saw, maybe it's not a bug, but the icons of VLC was given to tree size as well. That's the wrong thing, we need to fix that. But is it a tree size application? Is it that application? Yes, it is. This is the tree size free application. And yes, was the customization copied as well? If I go to view, tools, preferences, audio. Yeah, see, customizations were all copied. If we deploy these to the 10,000 computers, exactly that's how they're going to be deployed, the way we, customize it during the start discovery and start discovery, between those. Okay, operation successful. Yay.
So how we can resolve this? I can read issue.
Oh man. Yeah, that's we are going to take the oath of queen. Yeah, cool. Huh? Okay. Ran the king thing. Okay, that. Yeah. So yeah.
Don't do it in production.
Yeah. So yes, we need to resolve that. Good luck. I mean, like, no, good luck to us. I mean, we still leave some of the things. Nothing is perfect. Welcome to SCCM world. But yes, this application icon should be changed, and we need to see where in the package, why did it give same icons to, suppose there are 5 different applications. If they were TeamViewer as well, it would have given the same clown hat to the TeamViewer as well. So yes, this is one problem left. Otherwise, operation successful. Okay guys, anything else? Goodbye. Nice seeing you. Bye bye. Oh no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. So, any questions? So, what we covered today? Packager. And we need to really repeat these labs. The demo is there now, and some of the sites. There is that advanced installer as well. I would recommend that you install and repeat this MSI Pkg thing first. The advanced installer is as it says, and literally it is advanced. Definitely it's advanced. So it will all look like difficult things to us, but it's very important to know these things. And in the market, if you say yes, you can package, your value is much greater if you can package and you know how to package different exe files.
How much, like?
I'm gonna give you 110,000, 110,000 per year if I'm that rich. Okay, I'm just kidding. So anyway, this is still a very crucial skill. See, it even rhymes. Oh, see, you're overwhelmed and you're like, I've learned too much. Okay. So the thing is that please repeat that. And if you don't have any problem with this type, which we did today, then we're going to go for advanced installer, and it is much tougher than the previous one. That was
What is
piece of cake.
advanced installer?
And that's not the only one. There is the MDT as well, which we're going to install. So advanced installer is just separate way to do the same thing, but it has huge amount of more options than to customize than the that packager, smart packager. So
And
it has also advanced options, but advanced installer has huge amount of options. When you see the number of options, you can change any portion of your software that you're about to install.
And what software you usually need to install?
Whatever comes your way. So
But this small, you're not gonna do
no,
that for small, right?
this is both packagers are for small to any large software. But when do we use packager? When we have to deploy software to huge amount of machines. So we cannot say that we can deploy Exchange server from packager, although we can. But yeah, we cannot deploy on that level. Maybe we need to deploy it on. So we will only deploy something which will be installed on the client side, right?
But we can we deploy, for example, cache server or something, and not cache server, maybe RODC or something like that?
We can deploy anything as long as it can be absorbed into the parameters of packagers. So all the applications and utilities, we can deploy those. But when it comes, every software is different. So any big software where you want customization, then you have to really work on that particular software and those particular customizations. So every software will be different. Just like I unchecked the audio in VLC, okay, in M3 size, I could have other options which after deployment may work or not work. So we just don't know that, right? So it's all test and trial, and then deploy it finally to everything. But we need to, be sharp in understanding how the customizations work and what we need to customize. So that's why I'm saying that please practice with this easier one, the previous one, packager, and then we're going to go for advanced installer, which will be way advanced. But at least if we get some knowledge of advanced installer, I'm going to go for the easiest one option in the advanced installer, and then at least you will know that, oh, this is the portion, that is the portion we can use, and overall you will get a picture exactly of how it is used. But these are some of the crucial skills in SCCM.
Amir,
That's package. Yeah.
for Microsoft Office, which way you usually install? The way we did, or using this one in advanced install?
First we deployed that way, the MSI way, because that was the easiest one, and it was small amount of clients, just our branch. Then we were told, hey, just deploy Excel, but Excel should have those formula features. Excel should have those advanced add-ons with that. Then we had to go for then our senior SCCM he came with his own scripts to put some third-party add-ons to the Excel, only Excel. So that was very difficult. It maybe advanced installer must have done that, but he created his own scripts for that. So customization could go at any depth for any application.
So you can have Microsoft Excel installed, and if you need to add some features, you can do that.
Yeah, definitely. Even one you can do that. If you're what we did today, start installing, click the start discovery, then start installing MS Office, and then uncheck, or when it comes to customize, uncheck all the options and just leave Excel. It will record everything. It will just deploy Excel. So that packager can do anything that we can imagine, as long as what we did it's just going to copy that. So what we can do, it's going to copy. So
Great.
Great. All right, guys. This Tuesday we're gonna be doing App V, which is the application virtualization, and advanced installer. Both are very mucho interesting, and please repeat this one a lot because I think it's still easier one as compared to the next one. So okay, okay, guys. Any other questions?
Not yet.
Not yet. Good. So during the week, please let me know, and please do this packaging thing. Deploying the application from MSI is still very easy, but when it comes to separate third-party applications, that's where the SCCM administrators are really tested. Okay. So goodbye, and please practice and let me know where you're stuck during the
I
week.
deployed 3 softwares with the same package. And
Okay.
what I
Good.
did, I just start each package after installing it during the discovery. So I got the original icon in deployment.
So you did the each package separately, or
No, I installed 3 packages in one row, in one discovery. But what
okay.
I did, after installing, for example, TeamViewer, I ran the TeamViewer actually. Then after installing the tree size free, I ran it like after
Okay,
again.
that's
I
very
opened
good
that
input.
software.
Okay,
And then same with the VLC.
and I did not run that, so
Yep.
that was the only difference, right?
Actually,
But
you
it
run
was
the
okay for
VLC,
me.
so maybe you
Yeah,
run the VLC, so you got the.
yeah, that's a very good input. Thank you for that.
But we need to try it out. Maybe I did something in right ways and you did something wrong. Maybe this is another.
Yeah.
No, I did what Amir did, and I got the right icons.
Huh? Okay,
Yeah, you see.
so yeah, I take my thank you back now. What? So same. Okay. So yeah, we need to really pinpoint what is the main thing here. If the same steps create the different icons, which I did, so maybe maybe just leave it to maybe. Okay. So guys, please work on that, and please let's try different scenarios. That will be the best thing to do. Repeat and then try different scenarios, right? Okay. And be ready for next Tuesday for much, for advanced installer and app V or virtual app
Mutual
application.
important.
All right. See you then. Goodbye.
Mucho.
Mucho, mucho. Yeah. Mucho, mucho.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.